Hey everyone, what's up guys? Welcome back to Daily Cup English.
Hi guys, so happy to be here again with you. How are you doing today?
Yeah, how's your day going? Morning, afternoon, evening, whenever you're listening, we hope you're doing great.
Or maybe you're tired, maybe you just woke up, or maybe you're like me, still drinking coffee.
Oh yeah, Chloe always needs coffee.
Hey, that's true, okay? I can't start my day without it.
Same here, honestly. And that's why this podcast is called Daily Cup English, right?
Exactly, a little cup of English every day.
So guys, before we start, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and follow our podcast.
Yes, we post new episodes every single day, so you can practice English daily, step by step.
And trust me, if you listen every day, your English will improve, slowly but surely.
Right, no stress, no pressure, just small progress every day.
All right, so Chloe, what are we talking about today?
Oh, today's topic is something very real and maybe a little painful.
Painful. Uh-oh, that sounds serious.
Yeah, because today we're talking about how to improve listening when you understand nothing.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that feeling is the worst.
You play an English audio and it's like, blah, 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 blah. You understand zero.
Exactly. You're just sitting there like, what is going on?
And after 10 seconds, you want to quit.
Or you check the subtitles immediately.
Or you just close the video.
Yeah, we've all been there.
So today we're going to talk about that problem, why it happens, and what you can do.
And don't worry, we'll keep it simple, easy to understand.
Just like a real conversation between friends.
All right, let's jump in.
Okay, so Liam, let me ask you something.
Sure.
Have you ever listened to a language and understood nothing?
Oh, 100%. Many times.
Really?
Yeah, actually, I tried learning Spanish before.
Oh, nice.
But when I listened to real Spanish conversations, I was like, nope, I don't understand anything.
Same. I had that experience with French.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, in class, I understood a little, but when I heard real people talking, it was too fast.
That's the problem, right? Native speakers talk fast.
Very fast, and they don't speak clearly like in textbooks.
Exactly. In textbooks, it's like, hello, how are you?
But in real life, it's like, hey, how are you doing?
All in one word.
Yes, and you're just sitting there thinking, wait, what did they say?
And by the time you think, they already said 5 more sentences.
Exactly. That's so stressful.
Yeah, I remember feeling very frustrated.
Me too. I even thought, maybe I'm just bad at languages.
Oh yeah, that feeling, it's very common.
You start to doubt yourself.
Like, why can't I understand this? It's too hard.
And sometimes you want to give up.
Yeah, but here's the important thing.
What?
That feeling is normal.
Yes, very important point.
If you don't understand anything when you start, that's okay.
Actually, that's part of the process.
Exactly, it doesn't mean you're bad.
It just means you're learning something new.
Right, your brain is trying to understand new sounds.
And it needs time.
A lot of time.
Yeah, not just one day.
Not even 1 week.
But many people expect fast results.
That's true. They think, I studied for a week, why don't I understand?
Yeah, it doesn't work like that.
Language learning takes patience.
But the good news is it does get better.
Yes, slowly you start to catch words.
Then phrases.
Then full sentences.
And one day you're like, hey, I understand this.
That's the best feeling.
So if you're listening right now and thinking, I understand nothing,
Don't worry.
you're not alone.
We've been there too.
And in this episode, we'll show you how to improve step by step.
Yeah, simple and practical.
All right, let's talk about what people usually do wrong.
Oh yes, this is interesting. All right, so let's talk about something important.
Yeah, what people usually do wrong.
Exactly, because honestly, a lot of learners make the same mistakes.
Oh, yes, I made these mistakes too.
Same here. So if you're listening and thinking that's me, don't worry.
Yeah, it's okay. We all start somewhere.
So the first big mistake,
Let me guess.
people try to understand every single word.
Yes, that's so true.
They listen to a sentence, and if they don't understand one word, they stop.
They pause the video.
They check the dictionary,
Then they go back and play again.
and then stop again.
Yeah, pause, play, pause, play. It's exhausting.
Exactly. After 2 minutes, they're already tired.
And they feel like this is too hard.
Right. But the problem is, this method is not effective.
Yeah, because you focus too much on small details.
Instead of understanding the main idea.
But wait, Liam.
Yeah?
I think vocabulary is still important.
Of course.
If you don't know enough words, how can you understand?
That's a good point.
Maybe people should learn more vocabulary first before listening.
I don't completely agree.
Really?
Yeah, I think listening comes before full understanding.
Explain that.
Okay, think about babies.
Babies?
Yeah, when babies learn a language, do they understand every word?
No.
Do they study vocabulary lists?
No, of course not.
They just listen, again and again.
That's true.
So even if you don't know many words, you should still listen.
I see your point. But I think some learners feel scared.
Yeah, that's true.
They hear English and they understand nothing, so they stop.
Exactly. That's another big mistake.
Giving up too early.
Yes, after 1 or 2 tries, they say, this is not for me.
Or my English is too bad.
Yeah, that negative thinking is very common.
I remember one of my friends said, I can read English, but I can't listen.
Oh yeah, I hear that a lot.
She thought listening was impossible.
But it's not impossible.
Not at all.
It just needs practice. Okay, here's another mistake.
Go ahead.
People only listen once.
Oh, yes.
They play an audio one time
Don't understand.
and then quit.
That's like going to the gym one day and expecting muscles.
Exactly. One day is not enough.
Also, some people choose content that is too difficult.
Yes, that's a big one.
They watch fast movies,
Or complicated podcasts.
and then nothing makes sense.
Yeah, of course, it's too advanced.
So let's review quickly.
Okay,
Mistake number 1, trying to understand every word.
mistake number 2, stopping too often and overthinking.
Mistake number 3, giving up too early.
Mistake number 4, listening only once.
And mistake number 5, choosing content that is too hard.
Wow, that's a lot of mistakes.
Yeah, but it's okay. Now we know.
Exactly, and when you know the problem, you can fix it.
Right, that's the good news.
So now the big question is,
What should we do instead?
yes, how can we actually improve listening step by step?
Don't worry, guys, we've got you.
Yeah, we're going to share some simple strategies.
Very practical, very easy to follow.
No stress, no complicated methods.
Just things you can start today.
All right, let's start with the first strategy.
This one is very important.
And maybe a little surprising,
Yeah, because it sounds too simple.
but it really works.
Ready?
Let's go. All right, so here's the first strategy.
This one is simple, but very powerful.
Yeah, and it might feel a little strange at first.
Okay, ready?
Just listen without trying to understand everything.
Yeah, don't panic, just listen.
I know. Some of you were thinking, but Liam, if I don't understand, what's the point?
Yeah, that's exactly what people think.
But trust me, there is a point.
A very important one.
When you listen, your brain is learning the sounds of English,
The rhythm.
the speed,
The way words connect together.
even if you don't understand the meaning.
It's like listening to music in another language.
Oh yeah, good example.
Sometimes you don't understand the lyrics,
But you still enjoy the song.
and after a while, you start to recognize some words.
Exactly. So instead of stopping every time you don't understand,
Just keep listening.
let it play.
Relax.
For example, you can listen while you're doing something else.
Like walking,
Cooking.
cleaning your room,
Yeah, that's a good one.
or just sitting and drinking coffee like me.
Always coffee.
The key idea is you don't need to catch every word.
Not even 50%.
Maybe just 10%, and that's okay.
Actually, in the beginning.
You might understand almost nothing.
And that's totally fine.
Don't feel bad about it.
Because your brain is still working.
Yes, that's very important.
Even if you don't understand, your brain is learning patterns.
It's getting used to the language. Let me give a simple example.
Go ahead.
Imagine you hear this sentence. Hey, what are you doing later?
Okay.
At first, maybe you only hear, hey, doing, later.
Right, just a few words.
But after listening many times,
You start to hear more.
then one day you understand the whole sentence,
That's how progress happens.
step by step.
But here's the problem.
What?
Many people don't trust this process.
Yeah, they think, if I don't understand now, I'm not learning.
Exactly, but that's not true.
Learning is not always visible.
Sometimes it's happening quietly.
In the background.
So instead of saying, I understand nothing,
Try saying, I'm getting used to the sounds.
oh, I like that.
It feels more positive, right?
Yeah, much better.
Also, don't try too hard.
That's a good point.
If you try too hard, you get stressed.
And when you're stressed, it's harder to learn.
So just relax and listen.
Like you're listening to a story.
Or a friend talking.
You don't need to translate every word into your language.
Oh yes, that's important.
No translating in your head.
Just listen to the sound.
At first, it may feel uncomfortable,
A little confusing,
but that's okay.
because slowly,
It becomes easier.
you start to recognize sounds,
Then words.
then meaning.
And one day,
You surprise yourself. Yeah, you're like, wait, I understood that?
yeah, best feeling ever.
So let's repeat the idea again.
Don't try to understand everything.
Just listen.
Stay relaxed.
Trust the process.
All right, that was strategy number 1.
Simple but powerful.
Now let's move to the next one.
This one will help you understand more without stress.
Yeah, and it's very practical.
Ready?
Let's go. All right, welcome back, guys. Let's move to strategy number 2.
This one is super helpful, especially if you feel lost when listening.
Yeah, ready?
This one is super helpful, especially if you feel lost when listening.
Yeah, ready?
Focus on keywords, not every word.
So what are keywords?
Good question.
Keywords are the most important words in a sentence.
Usually nouns, verbs, sometimes adjectives.
Yeah, the words that carry the main meaning.
Because in real life, you don't need to understand every single word.
Exactly. Native speakers don't even listen like that.
They just catch the main idea.
Let's try a simple example.
Okay.
Listen to this sentence. Yesterday, I went to the supermarket to buy some fresh vegetables for dinner.
That's a long sentence.
Yeah, but you don't need every word.
So what are the keywords?
Maybe yesterday, went, supermarket, buy, vegetables, dinner.
Right.
Even if you miss small words like to, the, some.
You still understand the idea.
Exactly. Someone went to the supermarket to buy vegetables for dinner.
Okay, let's make it more fun.
Oh, I like this part.
Imagine you hear this. Yesterday, I went store, buy pizza.
That sounds messy,
Yeah, it's not clear.
but I still understand.
See? Because you caught the key words.
Let's try another one.
Okay.
Hey, Chloe, do you want to watch a movie tonight or maybe go out for dinner?
Keywords?
Chloe, watch movie, tonight, or dinner.
So the meaning is you're asking me to choose.
Exactly.
Now let's make it harder.
Oh, no.
Okay, imagine you hear this very fast. Hey, do you want to watch a movie tonight or go out for dinner?
Yeah, that's real English.
Everything is connected.
No space, no pause.
So if you try to hear every word
You will get lost.
very fast,
But if you listen for keywords,
you catch watch movie, tonight, or dinner.
Boom, you understand.
So the trick is, don't panic when you miss words.
Yeah, missing words is normal.
Even advanced learners miss words sometimes.
Even native speakers.
Wait, really?
Yeah, sometimes people talk too fast or not clearly.
That's true.
And we just guess the meaning from key words.
Okay, let's do a funny example.
All right?
Imagine someone says, my dog eat my homework.
Classic excuse.
Yeah, you don't need grammar here.
You still understand the dog ate the homework.
Exactly. Key words are enough.
So here's a small tip.
Go ahead.
When you listen, ask yourself, what words do I recognize?
Not, what do I not understand?
Yes, focus on what you know, not what you don't know.
That changes everything.
It makes you feel more confident.
Also, don't try to write everything down.
Oh yeah, that's a common mistake.
People try to catch every word and write it.
Too slow, too stressful.
Instead, just listen and catch the main idea.
Like watching a movie.
You don't stop the movie every second.
I mean, unless you're really confused.
Yeah, true.
But normally, you just follow the story.
Even if you miss some words.
So let's repeat the idea again.
Don't listen for every word.
Listen for keywords.
Catch the main idea.
Stay relaxed.
And remember,
Understanding 100% is not the goal.
understanding enough is already great.
All right, that was strategy number 2.
Very useful, right?
Yeah, and easy to practice.
Now, let's move to the next strategy.
This one is about repetition.
But not the boring kind.
Yeah, not listening 20 times and falling asleep.
Exactly.
All right, ready for strategy number 3?
Let's go.
All right, let's move on to strategy number 3.
This one is about repetition, but in a smart way.
Yeah, because repetition is important
But if you do it wrong, it becomes boring.
and ineffective.
So here's the idea. Repeat and replay, but with a purpose.
Not just listening again and again without thinking.
Okay, Liam, let's be honest.
Uh-oh.
Have you ever listened to something like 10 times?
Yes, and still didn't understand.
Same. That's the worst feeling.
Yeah, because you're just repeating but not improving.
Exactly. So we need a better way.
All right, guys, here's a simple method you can follow.
Very easy. Just 3 steps.
Step 1, just listen.
No pause, no rewind.
Don't try too hard.
Just ask yourself, what can I catch?
For example, you hear this. Hey, I'm gonna meet my friend at a cafe later. Do you want to join us?
First time listening, maybe you only hear,
Meet, friend, cafe, later, join.
that's okay.
Now listen again.
This time, focus a little more.
Try to catch more words.
Maybe now you hear, hey, I'm gonna meet my friend, cafe later, want to join?
See, you understand more already.
Now listen one more time.
And try to understand the full meaning.
Now you get it. Someone is meeting a friend at a cafe and inviting you.
Boom, that's progress.
And the key is,
You only listened 2 to 3 times.
not 10 times.
So why is this method better?
Because each time you have a different focus.
First time, general idea.
Second time, more details.
Third time, full meaning.
Your brain is active.
Not passive.
Okay, let's give a real-life practice idea.
Yeah, something you can do today.
Go to YouTube,
Or a podcast like this one.
choose a short audio, maybe 20 to 30 seconds.
Then follow this.
Step 1, listen once.
Step 2, listen again.
Step 3, listen one more time.
After that,
Stop.
don't keep repeating.
Then you can check subtitles if you want.
Yeah, but only after listening. Common mistake.
Let's talk about a common mistake here.
Oh yeah.
Some people listen like this.
Play, pause. Play, pause.
Every 2 seconds.
That's so stressful.
Or they listen one sentence 20 times.
That's too much.
Your brain gets tired.
And bored.
Also, try to make it fun.
Very important.
You can repeat funny sentences.
Or interesting stories.
For example, I forgot my keys, my phone, and my wallet. Great day.
Yeah, that's a bad day.
You listen and maybe repeat it.
Oh, that's a good idea. Repeat after listening.
Yeah, after listening 2 or 3 times,
Try to say the sentence.
even if it's not perfect.
For example, meet, friend, cafe, later.
That's okay.
You're training listening and speaking together.
Double practice.
All right, let's summarize.
Don't listen too many times.
2 to 3 times is enough.
Each time has a purpose.
Stay focused.
And keep it short and simple.
Yes, short audio is better.
All right, that was strategy number 3.
Very practical.
Now let's move to the next one.
This one is about choosing the right content.
Super important.
Because if your content is too hard.
Everything becomes difficult.
All right, ready?
Let's go.
All right, let's move to strategy number 4. This one is super important, and honestly, many people do it wrong.
Yeah, this can really slow down your progress.
Or even make you want to quit. So here it is. Use simple content first.
Not difficult content.
Not fast movies.
Not complicated podcasts.
But Chloe, I think a lot of learners do the opposite.
Oh yeah, 100%.
They jump straight into movies.
Or Netflix shows.
Or fast native conversations.
And then they say, I don't understand anything.
Of course you don't.
It's like trying to run before you can walk.
Exactly. Or lifting heavy weights on your first day at the gym.
Yeah, and then you're like, nope, I'm done.
So why is simple content better?
Because you can actually understand something.
Even just a little.
And when you understand a little,
You feel motivated.
you want to continue.
But if you understand nothing,
You feel frustrated.
and you stop.
Okay, so what does simple content mean?
Good question.
Simple content is slow or clear speaking, short sentences, easy vocabulary.
And topics that are familiar.
For example, daily conversations, simple stories, beginner podcasts.
Like what we're doing right now.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's give some examples.
Okay.
Example 1. Too difficult. Yesterday, I was contemplating the complexities of human behavior in modern society.
Yeah, that's too much. Example 2, simple. Yesterday, I was thinking about people and how they act.
Much better.
Same meaning, but easier to understand.
Another example.
Okay.
Too difficult. I would appreciate it if you could accompany me to the supermarket.
No one talks like that in daily life. Simple version, can you go to the supermarket with me?
Perfect. So here's a simple rule.
Very important rule.
You should understand about 50 to 70%,
Not 100%.
not 0%.
If you understand nothing,
Too hard.
if you understand everything,
Too easy.
you need something in the middle.
That's where learning happens. Let's talk about common mistakes again.
Oh yeah, there are many.
Movies are fun,
But they're fast.
very fast.
People speak quickly.
Use slang.
And sometimes don't speak clearly.
So for beginners, movies are too difficult.
Some people choose topics like business English, news, academic talks.
Because they sound smart
But they're too hard for beginners.
and not useful for daily conversation.
Some learners don't think about level at all,
They just click any video.
and then feel confused.
Yeah, that's not a good strategy.
So what should you listen to?
Here are some good options.
Beginner podcasts, slow English conversations, daily life topics.
Also, short videos,
Yeah, 1 to 3 minutes is perfect.
not 30-minute long videos.
Yeah, that's too much. Another tip,
Go ahead.
listen to the same level every day.
Don't jump too fast.
Stay with simple content for a while.
Build your confidence,
Then slowly move to harder content.
step by step.
All right, let's summarize.
Use simple content.
Choose the right level.
Understand about 50 to 70%.
Avoid content that is too hard.
And don't rush.
Take your time.
All right, that was strategy number 4.
Very important one.
Now we move to the final strategy.
This one is about mindset,
Yeah, not just technique.
but how you think.
Ready?
Let's go.
All right, this is our final strategy.
And honestly, this might be the most important one
Yeah, more important than all the techniques.
because this is about your mindset.
So here it is. Be patient and keep going.
Simple words, but not always easy.
Yeah, because learning a language takes time.
A lot of time.
And sometimes it feels like nothing is changing,
Yeah, that feeling is very real. You listen every day,
but you still don't understand much.
you try again,
Still difficult.
and then you start thinking,
Maybe I'm not good at this.
maybe English is not for me,
Yeah, those thoughts can be very strong.
and very discouraging.
But here's the truth.
What?
Progress is slow, but it's happening.
Even if you don't see it,
Even if you don't feel it.
your brain is learning every day.
Little by little.
It's like planting a seed.
Oh, a nice example.
You put the seed in the ground,
Water it every day.
but for a while you see nothing.
No plant, no leaves.
And you might think, is this working?
But under the ground.
The roots are growing.
And one day,
You see something small,
a little green leaf.
and you feel so happy.
That's exactly how language learning works.
Yes, slowly, quietly, but surely. I remember when I was learning a new language.
Yeah?
At first, I understood almost nothing,
Same here.
but I kept listening every day,
Even when it was hard?
especially when it was hard.
Wow.
And then one day, something changed.
What happened?
I was listening to a simple conversation,
Yeah?
and suddenly, I understood most of it.
Really?
I was so surprised.
That's an amazing moment.
I remember thinking, wait, I didn't understand this before.
Yeah, that moment feels so good.
All your effort feels worth it.
And the funny thing is,
What?
you don't notice the progress every day.
That's true.
But suddenly, one day.
You see the difference.
So if you're listening right now,
And you feel stuck?
please don't give up.
You're closer than you think.
Even if you understand just one word today,
That's progress.
even if you only listen for 5 minutes,
That's progress.
small steps are still steps.
Exactly. Also, don't compare yourself to others.
Oh yeah, that's important.
Some people learn faster,
Some people learn slower,
but everyone has their own journey.
and that's okay.
Focus on your own progress
Not someone else's.
and try to enjoy the process.
Yeah, don't make it a punishment.
Listen to things you like.
Topics you enjoy.
Laugh a little.
Relax a little.
Because when you enjoy learning,
You keep going.
and when you keep going,
You improve.
it's that simple.
All right, let's summarize this final strategy.
Be patient.
Keep going,
Trust the process,
even when it feels slow.
even when it feels hard.
Because one day,
You will understand more.
and you'll be proud of yourself.
Very proud.
All right, that was a powerful one.
Yeah, I really like this part.
So now?
Let's wrap things up.
All right, before we finish today's episode,
Let's do something fun.
yeah, a little real-life moment.
Because learning English is not always serious.
Sometimes it's just funny.
Okay, Liam, I have a question for you.
Uh-oh, I'm nervous.
Have you ever misunderstood something in English?
Oh, many times.
Tell me one.
Okay, this is a little embarrassing.
Good, I like embarrassing stories.
So one time someone said to me, "Let's hang out later."
Yeah, that's normal.
But at that time, I didn't know what hang out meant.
Oh no.
I thought it meant like hang something.
Like, hang clothes?
Yes, I was like, hang out? What are we hanging?
That's so funny.
So I said, hang what?
No.
And the other person just looked at me like, are you okay?
Oh my god.
Yeah, that was a moment.
That's a great example. Okay, my turn.
Let's hear it.
One time, someone said, I'm feeling under the weather.
Oh, yeah.
And I thought, what? Are you standing under the rain?
That's a good one.
I was so confused.
Yeah, English has a lot of funny expressions.
But you know what?
What?
These moments are actually good
Yeah, I agree.
because you remember them.
Exactly. You don't forget.
So if you misunderstand something,
It's okay.
if you feel confused,
It's normal.
even if you make mistakes,
That's part of learning.
and sometimes it's funny.
Yeah, just laugh and keep going. All right, let's quickly review what we talked about today.
Okay,
Number 1, Don't try to understand everything.
Just listen and relax.
Number 2, focus on keywords.
Not every word.
Number 3, repeat and replay smartly.
Only 2 to 3 times with a purpose.
Number 4, use simple content.
Choose the right level.
And number 5,
Be patient and keep going.
that's it. Simple, right?
Simple but powerful.
All right, guys, we hope this episode helped you.
And made you feel a little more confident.
If you enjoyed this podcast,
Don't forget to subscribe to the channel.
and follow Daily Cup English,
We post new episodes every day,
so you can practice English daily.
little by little.
Also, try this.
Listen to this episode again,
Yeah, one more time,
maybe tomorrow.
and see how much you understand.
You might be surprised.
All right, that's it for today.
Thanks for listening.
Take care, everyone,
Keep learning.
and see you in the next episode.
Bye, guys.
Bye.